Anyways, first bill on the calendar is House Bill 140, and we've got an amendment to this bill, and I think we would like to hear the amendment if Senator Lazaro would present the amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. The amendment basically replaces the language in House Bill 140, and it allows for municipalities across the state, towns, and governments to employ and allow civilian personnel to investigate traffic crashes that involve property damage. This is something that's been needed with the reduction of force, the ability to hire folks, and in an effort to have our officers responding to calls for service. This is a great tool in the toolbox that can be utilized. It does not allow for citation authority, and it has been supported by the Police Chiefs Association, and we know of no opposition. I ask for your support and be glad to answer any questions.
Mr. Chair, which version of the amendment are we considering?
So it should be H140-ACL-17 version 6.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, are there any questions?
Just a comment, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Senator Robinson.
I just want to say on behalf of Greensboro, we tried this bill a couple of years ago and last year, and other cities have seen the need as well. And our police chief has said yesterday that he's even looking at putting gas and jacks and things in some of these cars so they can help people move along. So we really appreciate you moving this bill forward.
Thank you. Any other questions from the committee?
Did you
Mr.
say
Sutton.
the Chiefs Association supports this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
We have no opposition.
Senator Ford.
In the amendment, I think it says you may use amber or red lights, and the fire departments are all right with red lights?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Okay, before we take a vote on this bill, I want to recognize the pages. We were missing some whenever we first started. I would like for all of the pages we have here today to stand up, introduce yourself, and tell us where you're from and who your sponsor is. We'll start right over here. Thank you. Well, that's awesome. We're glad to have you in committee today, and we hope that you learn something and decide you want to get involved in the political arena. You can come back up here, and don't hesitate. You might be able to help tell us a little something to help us move along. So don't hesitate to talk to us. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We also want to recognize we have some police chiefs that are with us today in support of this bill, and I ask for your support and your vote. Thank you.
If there's no further questions from committee, are there a few? I think we've got some signed up, wanted to speak in regard to the bill. I believe we have one. If you will, come to the podium, state your name and what department you're with.
Good afternoon. John Thompson. I am the Chief of Police with the City of Greensboro. Thank you for the opportunity just to take a few moments to speak with you in support of this legislation. As Senator Robinson had mentioned, a few years back we had submitted similar legislation, and we're excited to see this move forward. We struggle with approximately 130 vacancies right now in the City of Greensboro with an authorized strength of approximately 690. So this kind of legislation will allow us to utilize other resources, alternate responses that we think can potentially provide a better service to the citizens. So I really do appreciate the opportunity to be here in support of this bill, and thank you for your support.
Thank you, Chief Thompson. We appreciate that. At this time, is there a motion to approve the amendment? Senator Corbin makes a motion to approve the amendment. All in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, like sign. Okay, the amendment passes. Now we're back to the bill. Would you like to say anything else in regard to the bill?
No, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, is there a motion to? Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Corbin.
I'd like to appreciate Senator Lazar for bringing the amendment. He and I talked, I guess, last week about it, and several municipalities in my district were also interested in this, so your amendment allows that, and I appreciate you bringing this forward. So, Mr. Chairman, I would, at the appropriate time, if this is it, would make a motion for approval.
Okay, so what I heard was Senator Corbin moves that the amendment be rolled into a committee substitute, and that the committee substitute for House Bill 140 be given a favorable report, unfavorable to the original bill. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Those opposed, like sign. Was that what you said, Senator Corbin? That's exactly what I said. All right, well, that bill passes, and that's all we have on the agenda today. Unless someone has anything else, I'll say the meeting's adjourned.